This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of Edmonton Oilers discussions here on the channel. And it's Sunday afternoon. You know what? Another quiet news day. And again, the 9 Things article from Kurt Levens pretty much covers every topic we've already talked about, except for the possibility that the Oilers will be looking to keep Mike Green next season. That's a world away. We still have playoffs to get through. We have no timetable for when the next season starts. We don't know if the next season starts with fans or not, so it's not even of concern at this point. Now, the big concern here is something I got in a comment a while ago when I posted that Oilers versus Chicago Blackhawks preview. And I kind of talked about, okay, here's what I'm thinking going into this series, and this is kind of what the case is going to be. Well, ladies and gentlemen, one comment rolled in about how the Chicago Blackhawks are going to be able to just lower the boom on the Oilers on special teams, right? Because you talk about the Oilers, they were the number 1 ranked power play this season and the number 2 ranked penalty kill. So our power play was 29.5%, one of the best in franchise history, and then you've got the penalty kill sitting there second best in the NHL at 84.4%. We were dynamite on special teams this year. Now, problem is, what Buddy was commenting about is how Chicago's going to be able to figure that out. They've got all this time to watch tape, pick them apart, shut them down, that kind of thing. Here's the problem, right? Is the Oilers have all this time to sit here and go, Chicago's going to be looking to make their gains on the power play and on special teams. Because you talk Connor McDavid, even strength, scary. Drysdale, Nugent Hopkins, Yamamoto, even strength, scary. The Oilers good, just as good 5-on-5 as they are on the power play and penalty kill. But the scariest part for any team facing the Oilers is the fact that, you know what, with a full healthy lineup, 5-on-5, they can roll out so many different ways, right? Honestly, you almost wouldn't even blame Dave Tippett at this point if he went out there and rolled 5 different lineups every period, right? 5 different lines every period, 5, 6 different you can assemble a lineup so many different ways. So 5-on-5, you just take your chances, play a good hockey game, lock it down, playoff style hockey. That eliminates that. But if you're Chicago and you're sitting there game planning, okay, let's make our ground 5-on-4, 4-on-5, shut them down on the power play, shut them down or kill them on the penalty kill kind of deal. That's fair. That's probably your best chance to attack the Oilers all told, unless you're trying to attack like the 4th line every shift. Beyond me. However, in a 5-game series, your best chance to take the Oilers would be on the power play and penalty kill. But that won't be your best chance. Because, okay, let's just sit here and think, right? The Oilers atrocious on the penalty kill the year prior. Now all of a sudden we have Dave Tippett come in here, and you've got this system working between him and Glenn Gulutzan going and creating a power play penalty kill tandem that's 1 and 2 in the NHL. And you're talking about an absolute dynamite monster on special teams for the Oilers. Now you're talking Chicago's trying to game plan for that. How do the Oilers counteract that? Just simply, what do you think Dave Tippett and Glenn Gulutzan have been doing this entire time? Probably looking at every single piece of film they can possibly, every single angle of film they can possibly look at when it comes to the Oilers special teams and saying, you know what, we were good, but you look at that right there. We did that 5 times and it led to a goal this season. We cleaned that up. We are unbeatable. And that's the thing, right? Is, you know what? You don't get to be the second best penalty kill in the league because everybody can't figure you out. You're kidding me if not everybody in the NHL is watching film on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th best penalty kills in the league and trying to say, how do we beat these guys? And if you're in the top 3, it's pretty much a foolproof system through 71 games if you're in the top 3 that you've got for a penalty kill that's that efficient. So for Chicago, yeah, you know what? They can try and figure it all out all they want, and it's of concern, right? And obviously, I think if we're thinking about it, if people on the internet are talking about it, you don't think the coaches aren't figuring it out. And I think if you're leaving Dave Tippett up to have this much time off with the same cast of characters he's had all season long with the second best penalty kill unit in the NHL, you don't think the Oilers penalty kill can't be even better? I mean, you give the playoff grind, the playoff kind of rules we kind of see where the whistles kind of tend to go a little bit more away and you get away with a little bit more stuff. Josh Archibald, Riley Sheehan, Ron Nugent Hopkins, Jujhar Khaira, Draisaitl late in the shift. You're kidding me. You're kidding me if those guys can't find a way to be even more efficient under the leadership of Dave Tippett. Absolutely no way do I see the penalty kill just fading to crap. And I don't think the only way I do see it is if the Oilers just don't show up to play. We've already talked about that a million ways to Sunday, is that if the Oilers don't show up to play, that's a big problem. But that's not a Chicago-created problem, which is where this whole debate sparks from, is the commenter was talking about Chicago doing this to the Oilers. No. If the Oilers are to falter on special teams, they'll have done it to themselves. But you've got Dave Tippett, Glenn Gulutzan in charge. I don't see it. I don't see it happening at all. And you talk about the power play. All right, the power play, here's the thing. Draisaitl hasn't played stupid minutes of hockey back to back 71 straight games for what? Going on pretty much officially 3 months and change at this point, right? Draisaitl's rested. Connor McDavid's rested. Ryan Nugent Hopkins rested. Clefbaum's fully healthy. You've got Chiasson, Neal, hopefully fully healthy. Neal shouldn't still have that toe bothering him. Chiasson should be ready to use that big body in front and score some big goals. It's simply put, you've got everybody raring to go and ready, back, full health. There is no reason, despite anything Chicago does, that these elite power play, special teams, penalty kill for the Edmonton Oilers can't and won't be better and more effective than they were in the regular season, right? I think, you know what, you get down to that grind you down game, the Oilers are capable of playing a grind you down kind of style on both the power play and penalty kill. It just matters, you know what, come ready to play and the rest will figure itself out. And Chicago, you know what, early on in the series, game one, they might get a cheap power play and they might cheap power play goal and shut down the power play for us. That's fine. But over a 5-game series, 3 games guaranteed, there is no way that the Oilers don't just do exactly, if not better, than what they've already been doing all season long. Because, right, everybody's going to have rust game one. Hopefully Chicago's the one with more rust and we can take them and mop the floor with them game one, demoralize them, mop the floor with them in game two, demoralize them even further, put them on the brink, and then eliminate them in game three. That'd be the ideal. I know a lot of us are more aimed around game four, even if it takes to game five. You are kidding me. If Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl don't do it themselves alone, will the Oilers to the first round of the playoffs in game five, right? You look at it this way, and I mean, special teams absolutely going to be a big part of it. And the other side too, right, is special teams aren't going to be as prevalent if the whistles do go away like they tend to in the playoffs in the grind you down, grind you up game. But hey, you know what? No fans in the stands. You might be more inclined to call a lot more stuff because it'll be a lot more visible to cameras. You're just never really sure, right, how this is all going to play out. But in any event, when and if it happens, the Oilers, under Dave Tippett and Glenn Gulutzan, I expect them to be 100% ready for both challenges, whether it be the power play, whether it be the penalty kill. And you know what? We've seen some bad efficiency on the power play at times, and we've seen some penalty kills go awry. Too easy. With 3 months of video to watch on that, too easy to clean that stuff up, get it going, and just bang, bang, bang. You've got yourself into the first round, second round, third round, and Stanley Cup final where you're clutching a cup after just showing up in the play-in round, right? End of the day. So, I think I know. The commenter tried to kind of plant that seed of doubt. I got no doubt in my mind that the Oilers show up and absolutely just do exactly what they've done. Here, let me see if I can get this for you, because this would be Chicago, and we want this one there, comments section, and comments. Just let me see, now that I've ranted here enough. Of concern is how well Edmonton's top-ranked PP and penalty kill will fare after being dissected by Chicago for 2 months. The Oilers relied on their power play and penalty kill all year, and their book will be well open by the time puck drops. The teams with superior coaching will win the play-in rounds. Striatic. Well, my friends, what did I just argue? ladies and gentlemen, the Oilers have the superior coaching when it comes to power play and penalty kill. It is not a concern whatsoever. And you know what? If I eat my words, I eat my words. But guess what? 3 guaranteed games. That's all I got to tell you. Guys, I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. I will catch you in the next one.